Hello, everybody. I hope you can hear me. Noisy road. High five. We're on our way down to Linwood, Washington today, about halfway there. And we are going to the state convention, sports card convention. Now, the great thing about this convention, about this card show, is they go out of their way to advertise and to make sure there's no Pokemon. So I believe there's about 70 tables, 70 or 80, and they're all going to be sports card related, which is really great. They held to it last year, and I didn't see a single Pokemon card, and it was a great time. And today's going to be a great time too. It's kind of a warm-up for the National, I guess. I did bring enough money to have some fun, but of course I'm not going to bankrupt myself because I need to have some savings. Before we hit the show, we have our Washington State YouTuber meetup. Now, I'm really trying to get a groundswell for this thing, but we can't seem to get past 3 people. So this is the 4th annual, and it'll be the 4th time we've had 3 people. The people will change a little bit, but except for yours truly, of course. But I'm grateful. We should have Ground Chuck. For those of you that have been on YouTube a while, yes, he is alive. He's alive and well. He's got the longest drive of anybody. And we should have Vintage Dave T. And we'll do a little coffee pregame. And we'll head over to the show, and we're going to have a great time looking at baseball cards, hanging out with friends, and probably spending some money. So, let's do it. While we're waiting for the others, it should be noted that we expect to see Bader's Hobby Life attend eventually at the show, not the meetup. And Eloy the Goat always gets a table or 2 for his football cards. So we'll be seeing them later on, just not here at the meetup. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the rest of the crowd to show up. I taped off some seats so that we have enough space at this coffee shop for this massive crowd that's coming. Okay, we are about to head out to the show. The get-together's over. They had to bring in more chairs for us, but let's see if I can get us all in here. Here, guys, stand up. Okay, I'm gonna have to go. We might have to send somebody out to the parking lot with a camera to fit us in.
Maybe a wide view.
But here you go. Brown Chuck, Vintage Dave T. About ready to head to the show, buy some baseball cards, have a great time.
A lot of vintage.
Let's go.
Yeah, the big baseball thing. Sure. Yeah, oh, yeah. Never hurt to look, right? Johnny Bench 69. I haven't taken the sticker off. Oh, you bought it?
All done. Back in the car now. Didn't make it as long as the other guys. They're more dedicated than me. But it was a great show. I was thinking about doing the recap here in the car, but it's kind of a rainstorm now, and I don't want to risk getting things wet. But I had a pretty good show. Filled some 64 set needs, getting down there now on that. Picked up some cool boxing cards, and when I get home and dry it off, I'll show you a really great card I got for the Galore of Their Times collection that I'm pretty pumped about. Pretty big show. I don't know, 75 tables or so, all sports cards or sport card related. That, you know, there's some non-sports stuff, but no TCG or anything like that. And yeah, it was a good time. Right before I left, Bader showed up, so I didn't get a chance to hang out with him too much. But come to realize, he might live closer to me than Flying Dutchman, so he might be the nearest YouTuber to me. But let's get home, get dried off, and check out these pickups. Fun day, a great day. Ready for the showcase. What did I get? What I bought today is probably more typical of what the rest of my year will look like after I buy my big card. Filling sets and sort of project hits. That's mostly what I did at today's show, because my big card wasn't at today's show. So I had a lot of fun, of course. And yeah, next thing is the National. So looking forward to that. Before I get to what I bought, I was given some things by Ground Chuck, which I appreciate, at the meetup. Ricky Henderson coin. A Brooks Robinson autograph. I have about 15, but I do not have this one. Love that it's got the inscription. And a very cool 87 Topps rack with 3 Hoffers on the front, including Ricky. On the back, Ozzie Smith, Sid Bream, and a Mets team card with Davey Johnson, who did not miss the Hall of Fame by much. So this could be a 5 Hoffer rack pack at some point. But thanks, Kyle. All he got was a channel card for me, which, since I had such a big lot when I printed them, cost me about 0.02 cents. But I'm sure he's happy to have that. Stopped at my favorite table. First table I stopped at when I got there. It's this guy. He does this show every year, and he's got a lot of really cool pre-war stuff. And I always know that there's something I'm going to want. Whether or not it's something I can afford is something else. But he had a small box with some boxing cards in it. And first thing I picked up was this Jim Jeffries. It's a T75. And other than that notch, this is a really stunning card. I don't have anything from this set, and I'm happy to own it. The back, very clean. Yellow top loader was free. Didn't have to pay extra for that. But I really love this. Offered him 15 for it. He seemed a little put off that I was still giving him offers when it was already priced at 20, but that's that's how things work. During the get together, Dave and Kyle had a great discussion about post cereal cards and Jello cards, and they kind of bonded over that because Kyle is like a master post collector, and Dave has a lot of that stuff from when he was a kid, just hand cutting them off the cereal boxes. And so I found some in a dollar box, and to commemorate the day, I got three at $1 each. Got Dave Parker, the Cobra. I like that photo there. I got Gaylord Perry, Hostess. And because Ranger Studios makes it a point to watch every video, and no one can have too many Don Mossy cards. For $1 each. Then I thought I better spend some real money. And I told myself I'd be happy to get something for the Glory of Their Times collection, as long as it was the right thing. And this one guy had some older cards, but really only one tobacco card in his case. So I got thinking, I wonder if he took it on trade and doesn't really care that much about it. But it's something that fit perfectly. And it's a T206 Fred Snodgrass. And this is my first polar bear. He had a sticker of of 100 on it. And I picked it up and I was staring at it probably 30 seconds, deciding whether or not I wanted to make him an offer. And I was thinking, maybe 75, 80 to see what he does. And right when I was about to open my mouth, he said, "Oh, I just noticed there's maybe a tiny bit of paper loss above the E. That's fine." He says, "I'm flexible, or I listen to offers or something like that." And I said, "Well, what are you thinking?" And he said, 75? I said, that's what I was going to say. So must be a deal. So that will go in the Glory of Their Times collection. And Fred Snodgrass, the most famous muff in baseball history, probably. I'm hoping that my family can't hear me talking. Hit up a guy with a great vintage assortment, post-war stuff for some 64 tops set needs. Don't have that many left, mostly like kind of bigger names. And I saw that he had this maze originally at one point priced at 150, marked down to 50. There's very big creases here and here, but they don't go through Willie's face. And then he had a Yaz that I needed, which was in pretty decent shape. And he was actually not flexible on these, so I got him for 65 because he said, "Well, it's already, the maze is already marked down." Well, that's true, but it's marked down because it's creased up. But I didn't argue with him because $5 wasn't going to stop me from getting 2 set hits when I have no more than like 10 or 12 cards left in the set. After that, it was already getting pretty late. I'd already been there a couple hours just from those 3 or 4 purchases. But I found another table of the guy that just has a great assortment of things. And I did a package on this, another 64. This one mostly is a surface wear issue with other standard vintage wear, the Clementi. So I bundled. I had that, and then I had a bunch of boxing stuff here. Jack Dempsey. I don't know what the set designation is for this. Sort of would have preferred to have, a boxing pose, but of course I could always get one. But this is not something that I seen all that often. It looks like on the back, every week they would release a different one because sure enough, it says next week, Kid Lewis. And there actually was a Kid Lewis right on top of this one, but I wasn't in the market for that. But Jack Dempsey, happy to get that. And then he had some T218s that I needed. Two of these I had in the other back, and two I had in neither back. So I just got all four of them. And I will need my readers for this. And a Mecha Packy McFarlane. In another Mecha, Jimmy Gardner. Like the red on that. In another Mecha, George Gardner. Making sure I'm showing these the right way. And the last one is Frank Claus. This might be, now that I look at it, no, it's a T218. I thought maybe for a minute it was a T219, but Frank Claus, Mecca, the best one condition-wise of the lot. And I didn't have him in either, so I was happy to get that. The stickers on all this came to like $195, and then I think we did $175. Pretty excited about those. And then I saw a card really early on that I knew I wanted, but I didn't want to carry it around because I didn't have any kind of holder for it. So I waited till I was about to leave. I took the picture with the guys, and then I slipped this out of the binder it was in and carefully put it in my box. And once I unfold it, it's never getting folded again until I can figure out how to top load it and get it up in my Sonics collection. But for years, I have wanted the Bob Rule ruler. So I got that. It is a very nice copy. And like I said, it's never going to be folded again after just now because I don't want to wear this out and eventually rip it. If I have to make like a custom top loader out of a 8x10 for now, I'll do that until I can figure out how to get this looking really nice for my Sonics display, which is right here. I'm touching it. So I try to keep that looking extra nice because I see it all the time. But the Bob Rule ruler, I just love meta, and I love Sonics, and I love stuff like this, and I love baseball card shows, and I like making videos and making new friends, and I like that you hung with me for this card show, and hopefully I'll see you at the National. If not, until then, remember, we don't count subscribers, we count friends.